A womp. Computer lab is an offshoot room from our library. Is in an offshoot room from our library. As for the library itself, aside from expected enthusiasm, emphasis on anatomy drawing guides, and the like, it's pretty standard. Not to brag, but the school I was at for my freshman and junior year had a library with 2 floors. Probably should have read a thing or two with all those resources. I'm getting off topic. The computer lab is in focus. The calm tranquility of the library is overtaken by the organized sterility of the lab. 40 standardized sets of 98 pooters. It wouldn't be 98 pooters. You know what? I'm going to actually think that this would be Vista. For some fucking reason, they still use Vista. It's very weird. "40 standardized sets of computers and monitors line the walls, forming a panocygram, panopticon around the desk, reserved for the teacher in the middle." Okay. I remember them being organized differently in elementary school, but for a few years now, I've been seeing this formation. Sounds to me like someone got caught one too many times working on more risque arts. What a Hugh moment. The monitors are all turned on, but no one's logged in. But only one's logged in. Weirdly, there's nobody here. Damien and Ben said Liz would be here, though. Maybe she's in the bathroom. I'm not one to pry and snoop around, but I'm really pressed for time here. On screen, I see open PDFs and documents. They look finance related and filled with aberrations and jargon I don't understand. Maybe I can figure out how to create my account, my wife. The one I truly love. What are you doing? On to high school. I didn't mean to scare you. Oh. No, thank Christ, it's just a dino girl. An extremely long neck and not a specter. No, really. What were you doing to the fiscal report I was working on? I didn't do anything. I've been working on that all day. Why did you touch it? I didn't. I only minimized it, I swear. Right, I'm here for a reason. You Liz. The Bronchiosaurus furiously reopens all her windows and for a while types out some information before acknowledging me again. Excuse me? I met Damien. He said I would have to wait for you to sort out my login stuff. Damien mentioned me? Oh, so you're the guy that got smeared into the ground in gym class yesterday. Yeah, I'm Liz. Inca. But yeah, I'm new here, so I need an account. Not a problem at all. Always had the general idea that there were a lot of shortcuts and commands, but yeesh. She's resourceful. So, you're an artist too? Since you want to enter the contest so bad. Oh, yeah, I'm a photographer. Yeah? How you liking it so far? Well, students here usually jump to asking about what they're graduating here for, so they can more easily form connections and collaborate. So excuse me if I might be going too fast. No, not at all. I'm a bit more at ease now that you just explained it. It's pretty good, although I feel bad about missing most of the first day. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not. Although, truth be told, I see these paintings framed in the hallway by the principal's office, and it does put a bit of rain on my parade. Oh, those. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think it's like that by design, honestly. Somehow breaking the students' egos. Then you end up wanting to improve like crazy so you can reach your goals. At least that's what happened to me. I'm planning to go to university and getting a degree and getting degrees in design and business. And that's just the start. I'm also starting to become an apprentice for art dealings, getting the right paintings for the right people. My tutor said I'm impressive enough. I should start enrolling for any and all of the important universities around the country I'd like. Wow. I mean, I'm also pretty well off myself, but it never occurred to me that I should be this ambitious. Thank you. What about you? Hmm. Hmm. Well, it's something. At least more than a lot of people here. What do you mean? Like, half the school may as well just be in a daycare. Sorry if that sounds rude. You've got these school programs and even industry professionals coming in for lectures. It's like some people are here because their friends happen to be here too. And they'll be playing, it seems. Yeah. Wait, you mean like Damien? Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it. He's still cool though, don't get me wrong. I hope me talking about him to you like this doesn't come across as douchey. He doesn't, he's definitely the friendly type. He even partnered with me in gym class and dragged me along to sit with him at lunch. Is that so? Yeah, he was really excited about it too. And then he introduced you to Olivia as well and tried to break the ice so she can come out of her shell. Yeah, how did you know? Oh boy, I'm sorry about that, Inko. But is what is Damien listening to me? No, no, Damien is great. He's just maybe a little too eager. If he considers you a friend to him, they want you to be our friend too. Specifically, he wants you to be Olivia's friend. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing at all. But you've seen Olivia. You can probably tell she's a bit unresponsive. Doesn't really like to talk to anyone, not even Damon. So you can definitely try to be her friend, but just know she'll most likely ignore you. You don't like Olivia? What? No, I do. She's fine, I guess. I stay with her during lunch, after all. And I'm sure you'll get along with us just fine. And hey, I'd love to see Olivia make a friend. Just don't get too invested trying to get her to warm up to you. Damien will always be down to hang out though, and I certainly don't mind. It's just that him and Olivia are nigh inseparable, so if the deal turns you off, then it's just your fault. It's not your fault either. There's history to that one. Inseparable. So they're like girlfriend and boyfriend? No. They just live in the same house. Oh. Damien's also just incredibly patient and outgoing. I envy him. But yeah, he would like nothing more than everyone getting along like best buddies. Unless you're like Damien and you can be pleasant to a brick wall forever, your time is probably better spent elsewhere. So, how serious are you about your ambitions? Pretty serious, I think. Liz nods. Something to keep in mind. It's a struggle, but like Damien says, we gotta keep trying, right? Sorry, I had to pause and watch a video that my friend sent me about Moomin's something. I literally already forgot it. Liz gives me a half-hearted smile, but she still seems sad about something. Anyways, sorry about talking your ear off about private matters. You still want to get that submission turned in, right? She stops for a second on one tap to scan for something. And got it. Motions her head back to the back of the room, the printer as it hums to life. I get up and get the paper, both my username and password. Both my username and password here are strings of numbers. I take a snapshot of the username and the password so I won't have to remember it. Thanks. Anyways, you should hurry. Lunch is ending soon. Right, according to the time display on the monitor, I've only got 10 minutes left. Follow the instructions on the printout, finally getting to the student hub of this site. What the fuck? What words, what are you saying to me? And thankfully, the art contest is displayed prominently across it. Looking for a couple of links, I finally find the submission instructions. It's simply a matter of putting my entry details as the name of the file and dragging it into the school's shared drive. Plugging in my portable portfolio hard drive, I create a copy of my magnum opus. Then a quick rename, drag it here, and just some time. Take the extra minute to safely undock my hard drive and then log off the computer. Looking back to Liz, she's completely wrapped up in her work. I don't think interrupting her is a good idea either, my guy. Especially after what she said about Olivia and her own time. I want to simply leave her be, heading out of the room and the library for class. After all, it's time for the class I've been looking forward to the most. This day is certainly turning out better than yesterday. Bye, Liz. I still would have said bye. My nerves had been acting up since I first stepped back into the classroom. Made even worse when I was hit with another flashbang. What the fuck? I don't... I might live in Quebec, but that doesn't mean I know French. After he thumbtacked the shot on a corkboard, filled with poor snapshots of everyone else, Mr. Edekin reassured me and sat me right next to Ben. He managed to sum up his syllables in under a minute instead of taking the majority of time to go over our first lesson and assignments on exposure and lighting. With each new light fixture he brought out and explained, I felt my mind swirl faster at new possibility of old shots. Only had that then. If I could have used that there. Now that you've had a small taste of it, we'll start with your first photography assignment. Proper lighting. I'm salivating at the thought. It's the first time I've handled something like these things. Like the enormous box light that was still taking up the entirety of my desk. Remember though, these are just some tools meant to enhance the photo. You can enhance a turd all you want. Still a turd. Crude language guarantees a show tape from the half-listening students. The teacher looks over to the clock and hums. Well, I see that we managed to finish this lecture a tad bit early. Why don't you all take these last 10 minutes to compare notes? Maybe even consider doing an assignment as a collab piece with a classmate. The room is quick to fill with the sound of chatter. I wonder if Hey. You want to do a joint piece? Since you don't know any good spots in the school and all? I pull up the assignment sheet from beneath the lightweight light on my desk and give it a quick scan again. Present a set of photos demonstrating your understanding of proper lighting. You are allowed to borrow one lighting tool and must take the shot on school premises. I swear, I've handed this assignment out for years now. If one more student just takes a picture of the hallway outside the classroom, I'm going to personally throw them over the railing. Be original, please. I've got the perfect place for him. When we work together, we could use 2 items. It is pretty tempting. Sure. Why is it zooming in? Oh, I thought it was just me. I thought I was actually fucking starting to die. Is that as far as it's going to go? Feels like I've entered the entire world. I have the entire world to gain from Mr. Eakin's lessons. And the entire world to explore. Seeing as ever since the move, I hadn't had the time to actually explore Volcadia Bluffs. Sure, on occasions I'll go on my own to parks and stuff, but who doesn't? Besides, I'll be a pretty lame photographer. I didn't go out and find stuff to photograph. And you know what? I've been meaning to do a little looking around here. So to everyone else, this assignment makes them have to explore the school, but I get to. He's just... The hall outside of the classroom is the only one major photo op. Between that and the mural outside, I'm starting to find something cool. No, the murals won't work on their own. Since it was my first thought to use them, that means it's likely someone else's first thought. Think outside the box. Think, Mark. Think. What would you have after 500 years? think of some way to use the school's architecture to my advantage in a way that. Ego. My thoughts are disrupted by a worried looking Ben. Maybe you should see a doctor, man. Head injuries are no laughing matter. I'm fine. What were you saying? I was asking how you were doing. With school and classes now. Oh, right. Doing good. Really good, actually. I'm in a class that I'm 100% enjoying. I'm starting to make genuine friendships. Compared to the disaster of yesterday, today has been astoundingly positive. That's good to hear. Yeah, I've even got some friends now. Great. Oh, and what about your art submission? Was Liz able to help? There's something nibbling at the core of my thoughts at the mention of the long-necked girl. Hey, do not disrespect our beloved. Liz supremacy. I'm sorry, you can't change my mind. Yeah, she gave me all the login stuff and everything. Uploading the submission was a piece of cake after all. Awesome. Well, it does make you competition now. Both Liz and I have pieces in the running too. She told me she had submitted something. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned since I didn't have much time at all to prepare anything, but hey, everyone's got a chance. You never know. Yeah, she was pretty cool about it too. That whole friend group's pretty welcoming. I think I'm pretty lucky. Lucky? Ben seems perplexed by my statement. You said something at lunch when Olivia vanished. I'm noticing for a silent paraplegic, she has a lot of people upset. You got some hidden drama with her too? No, not really. Wait, who? Of course, Mr. Edekin. We were discussing where we would take our picture, right then? Well, that's good then. Good thing you guys weren't talking about something off topic, like gossip. That would be pretty embarrassing use of your time. Right off the bat, I think. Especially considering you're currently the subject of some fairly humorous gossip, aren't you, Mr. Nito? I'm awash in a wave of shame from his words. Look at Ben, I can see he feels it as well. If the air around someone needs clearing, clear it yourself. Edekin has a point. Maybe once a friendship is established, I could learn more about her. Alright, off you go now. And remember to get your assignment done by the end of the week. The room empties out slowly, most of my peers still chatting and discussing their plans for the assignment. Before I can continue talking with Ben about our own project, the student council president, is already packed up and exiting the room. Guess we'll talk later then. Packing up my own notebook, I wave goodbye to my new favorite teacher and head off to my next class. Oh, it's history. I couldn't tell that this was history. I thought it would be like, no, this would make sense. Yep. Something about this perspective doesn't feel right. It's the ceiling. The ceiling does not feel right. Walking into history class for the first time, and it's about what I expected it to look like. Pictures of historical figures, small relics from various regions, a cartography of the Earth during its stages of continental drift. Though I noticed there's a distinct lack of a teacher in the class. Maybe finishing up their lunch, I assume. We'll better get a good seat before they're all taken. Eeny, meeny. There's one. I settle myself into my chosen desk and pull out my history book and notebook, along with a pencil. As the classroom and more students fills with more and more students, it becomes a blur of vibrant scales. A few minutes pass and I'm still wondering where the teacher is. The suddenness of a door slamming open tells me stops any and all noise. It's quiet enough to hear a pin drop. A figure walks into a classroom and what? What? He stands there and stares down at everyone menacingly. He's the history teacher too. It's Pauline. Thanks for walking me to my classroom, Sully. Of course, Miss Procklin. But thank God for Jesus, he's our teacher. The rapid woman adjusts her glasses as she scans around the room before looking down at the paperwork in her hands. Looks like we'll have some late arrivals, but let's get down to business. I know what I know that I introduced myself yesterday, but for any of those who weren't here, my name is Miss Procklin, and this is history class. In this course, we'll be learning about the history of our pri, prim, primal. What the Primeval? Primeval? Primitive. I'm just going to fucking go with that. Our primitive ancestors and their advancements through history. You can even say that it would be like going back in time. Doesn't that sound exciting? Despite her adamantly forced enthusiasm, everyone in class responds with uninterested murmuring. Not sure why though, this all sounds exciting. She walks over to a desk. The desk is over there. She walks over to a desk, placed down her pile of folders before flipping open her own special version of the history book. With a click of a button, she also turns on the projector to reveal a prepared slideshow for today's lecture. To learn about the extensive history of Surians and their culture, something I've yearned for. Oh, so You're telling me that the dinosaurs, not specific species, but they are like humans, this is a tough one. So, yeah, I think I understand now. I think I understand why I was confused by this word. If you can turn your textbooks to page 36, we'll begin with the first chapter, detailing the earliest interaction between saurians and hominoids. Hominids, actually. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I think it means myself. Miss Prockling's history class is the polar opposite of Edecan's photography class. Well, her introduction to the class engaged me at first. Things have slowed down to an unbearably slow crawl. My eyes scan over the introductory text of the first chapter. Despite the tension between the two groups, human settlers to the New World would continue to make overtures. Overtures of trades to the native velociraptor tribes. Pretty sure I've read the sign 3 times now. I tear my eyes away from the page in the hopes of blinking the boredom away. I look up to see the teacher staring down at various papers on her desk with laser focus. I must have stared too long, though, because I ended up locking in a staring contest with Brooklyn. Bro, I already got bored trying to fucking read. She raises an eyebrow at me. Okay then. Write down notes of pages 3 through 7 for the discovery of the New World. Without even fully comprehending the words before me, I'm copying the page down to the letter in my notebook. Absentmindedly, I begin to recall everything that's happened so far with my new classmates. Ben carries himself with a lot of refinement and is easily my first pick as a photography partner. But that Mia girl, she doesn't seem to want to make friends. Of course, I could have figured that out from the cold look she gave me yesterday, not to mention that rude hand gesture. Damien's very friendly, even if he is a bit too enthusiastic sometimes. And though my encounter with Liz was brief, I can tell she's dependable. My progress in making friends has been pretty good, all things considered. But then there's Olivia. So far, she is like an enigma. And coupled with the apparent history she has with the others, it makes me all the more curious about her. Liz said it would be a bad idea to get invested, but in the end, it's effectively gossip and hearsay. This had come as something of a shock to me, but and what do we have? And what do we have here, Miss Halford? The sudden voice of Miss Procklin snapped me out of my thoughts. I leaned my head to see the teacher looking down at. Wait a minute. Olivia's here too. As luck would have it, after not one, but two classes with Olivia. I must have been too jaded from trying to read this textbook that I didn't even notice the girl in the wheelchair. She sits in the front row, directly in front of us. And I don't think she noticed this strange fate twist herself. the stain, and then I don't think she noticed the strange twist of fate herself. Only the second day of the school year, and already doodling in class again. She proceeds to pick up the piece of paper from Olivia's desk. Looks like she's been drawing on it. I can't tell what they are. I can't tell what of from where I'm sitting. Listen, Olivia, I know history isn't the most exciting subject to learn, but could you at least pretend that you're taking notes? The only response I hear from Olivia is a heavy sigh before leaning her head back down again. While the teacher returns to skulking around the room, Olivia hunches over the notebook. Although I don't think those are notes she's taking. Nah, no one would do something like that. That totalitarian teacher patrolling the room. An attempt to get all of us focused, but I'm fighting a losing battle, trying to keep my eyelids from shutting. My jaw is clenched tight to suppress the loud yawn building inside. You telling me that you can't yawn with your mouth closed? Bro. Even as Miss Brocklin skulks right past me. Just before my drowsiness can overtake me, though, I notice minute movement in the corner of my eye. One of my classmates glances up at the teacher, whose eyes are roving over the opposite side of the room and down to scribble something down. The paper is then folded into a neat little note, and I watch as the next person carefully unfolds the sheet, then scribbles it on it before folding it and passing it along again. Curiosity fury piqued. I wait anxiously in my seat for the paper to get to me. It's a dangerous game passing the note along so Proclin doesn't see. If I'm participating, does that make me a slacker? The student to my side makes his movement to toss the note. What? I just kind of clicked the dot. I'm fucking blanking out. Miss Proclin continues to lecture about how the raptors and humans eventually started to get along because they traded narcotic leaves or something like that. And as you can see on the board here, now, I lift my paper. Luckily, there's plenty of space left. As for what everyone else has drawn, a not so solid attempt at a race car, rough sketches of some eyes, a bunch of doodles. Tell me that the drawing tablet works. The Orion tablet come to me. Names in various stylized fonts that I could only describe as the graffiti. Of course, it's not high school if someone hasn't drawn a penis. Miss Brooklyn with stink lines come off of her. Better not get caught with this. That being said, I'm drawing a blank. What should I draw? I don't exactly doodle up every day. Drawing stuff for others is a nice gesture. Maybe I'll try to break the ice a bit. Although I don't really know anything about her. I can think of a few things to sketch out here. Let's see. It does work! One second. Flip Studio Paint, I need you. I'm totally not going to draw the funny stuff that I've drawn before. And by the way, only my friends will know what this is. I did it, I drew. I whipped out the drawing tablet. That I have a long way to go. It feels like I'm being mogged by the other doodles. Alright. Olivia's sure to like this. Miss Crackling still turned around. Alright. If I slip the paper over Olivia's shoulder, I won't have to get up and risk getting caught. And here we go. It's a bit tricky and hesitant. The paper beats its designation. Smile. I want to see. I'm gonna save. Right back. Alright, so I've learned that the image is not saved. Now she's going to see my sketch and possibly think I'm cool. Well, not happy anymore. Who snitched? Brooklyn snatches the paper from Olivia's claws. She folds her arms out. She takes a glance at the paper and a small crack of a smile appears on her face before going to its stoic visage. Ah. I see. Hey, I drew a fucking cat. Shut up. Look, since it's only the second day, I'll let this one slide. But I'm warning you. Now that I won't be so lenient the next time it happens. Otherwise, you'll end up like the last student who decided to be disruptive during class. What happened to him? Get an attention slip or something? Miss Procklin pushes up the window blinds and pushes down the window screen open. She then takes out a walkie-talkie. Solly, yep, another hippie, CH4. Good job, soldier. Bro, truth is a soldier. Fucking Christ. We're on the second floor. Yeah. Hey, my doodle was a fucking masterpiece. I would show you it, but there's blood on it, so it wouldn't be something I would show to the YouTubes. Is that the Bephius? Bephius is in a place. How long has Wani been open for me? I have been playing it for 6 hours. Class comes and goes, and I head back home on the metro. Another day, another dollar. I don't know if this is the start of another day. They said head home on the metro. No, it's the start of another day. well, that's it's gonna be that. That's episode 3, and I'm going to be going to bed. Even though I do want to stay up for 2.5 hours so that I can watch the next episode of Halo Season 2. It's not that I actually enjoy the show. I need to see how they can ruin the fall of Reach. But yeah, anyways. I reported 3 episodes. I think I double checked that. OBS. Yeah, I reported 3 episodes. Well, this is reporting 3. So, what is this recording? Divinity Original Sin 2. Yeah, so I reported 3 episodes. This will be replacing the Monday episodes. I am sorry that I did originally want to upload episode 1 on the release day, but that won't be happening because of the fact that I didn't have internet I didn't have power since 7 in the morning, February 14th, to 6 in the afternoon, or 6 in the evening, February the 14th. So. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It is going to be edited. This was edited. I hope you enjoyed the editing. I hope to see you. I hope you also enjoyed my Baldur's Gate video on Wednesday, and I hope you like the continuation of Snoot Game on Friday. It's not actually a continuation because I beat the entirety of Snoot Game, but you know what I mean. Snoot Game episodes will now be every Friday, so it's back to the original schedule. Wani is every Monday, and Baldur's Gate is every Wednesday. So peace out. Like and comment on the video. You can subscribe if you want to. It is not mandatory, but it's appreciated. Peace out.